My name is Dr. Mohammad Afzana Mohammad Ismail.
I am Dr. Nafisa Mustafa.
My name is Dr. Ansar Siraj.
My name is Lawa Omotayo.
Hi, I'm Shreya Wadekar.
Hello, so my name is Rutwa Darji.
Hello, this is Yogma Pandya.
My name is Khadija Akbar.
My name is Muhammad Abdurrahman Mohsen.
I'm Ruturaj Solunke.
My name is Rovisha Sagotia.
Yes, class of 2023.
2023.
2023.
Class of 2023.
Batch of class of 2023.
Class of 2023.
2023.
Class of 2023.
Class of 2023.
This is class of 2023.
Okay, so why medicine? Okay, good question. Is because before, of course, when we were kids, we were told, and what do you want to become? Most of them has told, I want to become a doctor. So yeah, that was in my head from start, but in between, yes, we got lost in our direction. But as we got to know about the subjects later on in the higher secondary school and stuff, so in that way, it was always an interest towards biology and towards the human body. So that's why medicine and DTMU, of course, there were many colleges that were given to us, but from seniors and from other people, what we heard of DTMU and what the colleges offered to them, it made me more interested in going towards this college.
I see it as a profession wherein you can directly help your patients, you can directly help your people, either with your effort and also financially, so that was a great choice with me.
As I said that I was always interested in psychiatry, so that's why I chose medicine. And also DTMU is like by chance research on internet, and so that's how I got to know about DTMU, and I saw the...
So why medicine? Honestly, I didn't think of studying medicine like right from the beginning. And then I was in my high school, so I think I was in like junior secondary school too. You know, we have these science subjects and they were really interesting. I knew I had like really very much interest in taking care of people. It's my way of giving back, basically. I kind of see my purpose as taking care of people and being there for them. And I feel like the best way, or one of the ways to do that, is medicine. You know, you take care of people like selflessly, and it's just really beautiful. So that's my main reason.
I don't know why medicine. Sometimes you just know what you want to be, and I always knew I want to become a doctor. I tried to pursue other professions, but it was always medicine for me. It was my first love.
Okay, so why medicine? So like what everyone thinks, the same answer, that since I was a kid, I wanted to be a doctor, and I was very fascinated with the people who used to wear white coats. So yeah, and when I grew up, so I was more good in biology than mathematics, so yeah, I chose medicine as career. And why DTMU? So when I researched about universities, I found Georgia was a very safe place to study, and out of all those universities, DTMU is one of the best universities, I would say. And yes, since I've spent these many years here, I would definitely agree on it that DTMU was actually very good, and yeah, it helps you to grow like educationally, and it helps in maybe it helps you to be like it helps you in how do you manage your stress, how to go with your failures, and yeah.
Okay, so medicine, I was never interested, but since I joined it from the day one, it has become more and more interesting, and this is the field I'm going to work more. And why DTMU? Before joining the university, I remember doing a lot of research about many universities in Georgia, but looking to the history of what DTMU was and is till present and past, and the amount of passing rates of in any medical exam was so much than that of other universities. So I had this trust with this university, and that is why DTMU.
I choose medicine because I got inspired from one of a doctor in my hometown, and also from my sister. So after looking at them, after looking at their life, I wanted to become a doctor. I wanted to choose that profession.
So I'd heard from my friends that DTMU is one of the best university in Georgia, and teachers over here are very professional and very friendly.
And why DTMU? I first learned about DTMU from our family friend, my uncle actually, and I had no information about the university. I never even knew Georgia existed before then. And then he told me about the school, and I was like, okay, it's not bad, it's a good school. I was like, okay, fine. I just Googled DTMU and tried to learn more about it. And it kind of seemed like one of the best ones here in Georgia. So it was like, why not? I want to be a part of that. So yeah, that's it.
So why DTMU? Because when I inquired about universities before coming here, everyone was suggesting DTMU mainly because here where our passion meets opportunities. So that was one of the main reasons. And the clinical exposure which I asked about, everybody told in DTMU it's pretty good.
The advantages, I would name few lecturers that have made a very high impact in my life is starting from theory years in Rustavi campus. I would like to thank Yuri sir, and of course one sir, Michelle sir, then even Vako and other lecturers who have taught me even in this clinical years when I needed help, they have been there, and even before. So yeah, and of course in clinical years, a big thank to Lasha sir, who has taught us surgery in a way and even made the subject very much interesting.
So first 2 years are the basic years, right? So it's all theory. So the lecturers taught us like so much in detail, and that is why it helped us more in clinical years. So it has like nurtured us completely, and now 6th year was like a walk in the cake. It was like a cakewalk.
Lecturers were life-changing, sometimes frightening, sometimes too kind.
So they are very friendly. They would like to help you in any way possible. They tell you your weaknesses and your strength, and they would want to focus more on your weaknesses. They help you work on your weaknesses and overcome them, and they help you shape to be a better doctor, more clinically oriented.
So advantages about DTMU lecture, they were pretty good with what they teach. They knew what they're teaching.
Alright, so the ideal doctor for me is someone who can actually put up his knowledge in a way that's actually going to benefit the patients regardless of his own benefits. Of course, we have to see ways to earn, but I think there has to be a limit to when it comes to earning and money making, because this is like associated with, nowadays it is associated with the money making profession. I think there has to be a limit to how much we can actually earn from this, because we are someone like who can actually help people, and we are someone to whom people come with the hope. So I think we should keep up with their hopes and just not go into the money making profession.
The ideal doctor, we can't say who is an ideal doctor, but it depends on the person. It depends on their knowledge about the subject. Who knows more about, focus on a particular topic and knows entirely about it, then it is very good for them. I wanted to be like that. If I'm choosing a particular direction in my profession, I wanted to know everything in that case, and then I want to be a good doctor in that side at least.
I want to be kind. I want to be empathetic. I want to be someone who is there for you even when you are at your worst. And yeah, that's the kind of service I want to give to my community, my country, and my people.
The ideal doctor for me will be someone who is not, just all about themselves, because when it comes to this area of work or expertise, we need to be more than just about ourselves. We are about the people, we are about the patient safety. So an ideal doctor for me will be someone who takes patient safety as paramount, and someone who is empathetic, and also is like a really good person who works in a team, like a teammate, something like that, because it's really important to be able to cultivate that teamwork teamwork attitude in this kind of line of career, basically.
Okay, so an ideal doctor for me is the one who can use his knowledge in the most stressful conditions, and the one who helps people, and yeah, that's what an ideal doctor should be, I think. And the second question.
One word about DTMU. Exquisite.
Confidence.
A place to grow.
It was, I can't describe in words what DTMU gave me. It gave me a lot of lessons, life lessons that I'll never forget. Mistakes that I made here, and how world works, how I have to be in a certain situation. So yeah, life lessons that I'll never forget.
A roller coaster ride.
Best university in Georgia.
My number one thing I will miss about Georgia is nature. It's really beautiful. So it's like, I'm a very big fan of nature, and coming to this place had made me realize my love for that more. Had made me even get the opportunity to see really beautiful places, and that's my most important thing about here. When I'm frustrated someday, when I think about how beautiful it is, everything goes away.
I'll miss the anxiety that the quizzes gave me, but I also learned a lot from them. I'll miss my friends, who are practically my family now, and I can't imagine my life without them. I'll miss the fact that this country has given me so much opportunity to grow personally, academically, and otherwise. I'll miss the country's beauty, the beautiful sunsets. I mean, I have seen the most beautiful sunsets in this city in my entire life than I've seen anywhere else. Thank you for that. Thank you for the people. Thank you for being hospitable. Thank you for accepting us culturally and as an individual.
I'll miss the place, but more than that, I'll miss the people who made life in Georgia bearable. The family I made here.
Of course, the family that I made over here, the friends who made the 6 years very easy for me, and some of the things that I'll miss is, of course, going to college or hospital, and again the routine, and the environment over here, the independence and everything is the thing that I'll miss the most in Georgia.
I miss in Georgia the way I lived in Georgia. I miss it a lot, and the people around, I'll miss them a lot. Because it was a wonderful experience, wonderful 6 years. It was the best 6 years in my entire life. Of my 26 years, this was the best 6 years which I had. So I'll miss every part of Georgia, literally.
So when I first came here, I was very scared coming to a complete different country, but now that I'm about to finish, I'm already missing Georgia. People here are very welcoming and friendly. I've met really good friends here, and they're all very amazing, and I'm carrying so many memories with me when I'm going back to my country.
मैं मिक्वास साकातवेलो.
मैं मिक्वास साकातवेलो, da मैं मिक्वास DTMU.